So welcome to my credit channel. So this credit channel is really all about education, right? So the main objective and purpose of this channel is to teach you everything that you need to know about personal credit, business credit, credit score, credit rating, credit bureaus. So all the information that you're not taught in school, or all the information that you are not very common. It's not very common. It's not something that that you come across every day. So that's why this channel was designed. So if you want to learn about credit, how to improve your credit score, how to improve your credit rating, how to get more approvals, how basically lending works, right? How what the credit bureaus are, so that's what this channel is all about. So you can actually find us. We are on YouTube. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, there's a lot of content there, right? There's content about business marketing, business funding, business credit, how to improve your credit score, how to improve your credit rating, how banks make decision when it comes to lending and so on. So there's a lot of information on the YouTube channel, and also you can also find us at on Instagram as well. So if you go to our Instagram page, you will also be able to find us, and also you can find us on our Facebook page. So it's all about education, right? You want to know, especially if you're in the process of applying for a car loan, if you're in the process of applying for a personal loan, a business loan, you want to know as much information as possible about the lending procedure, about the criteria, about the automatic underwriting, about manual underwriting. What is automatic underwriting? What is manual underwriting? So that's what this channel was designed for. So go subscribe to our YouTube channel, go subscribe to our Facebook channel, and go subscribe to our Instagram channel. So that way you can consume these content, put yourself in a better position, put yourself in a position where you are, you will increase your chances of getting approved for a loan, because you understand the basics, you understand the advanced, you understand how credit works and so on. So let me just give you some information here, so that way I'm going to add some value into by you watching this. So when it comes to credit, especially when you're in Canada, there's two credit bureaus that you need to be aware of. There's Equifax and then there's TransUnion. So these are the two credit bureaus that store all your data, all your information. So every time you make a late payment, every time you apply for a new credit card, all that information is sent to either Equifax or it's sent to TransUnion. So two credit bureaus in Canada. Now there is a third party that you also need to know, that's FICO. So FICO is the company that actually calculates your credit score, right? So now TransUnion and Equifax, what they do is, now you can get your TransUnion credit report for free, but it won't include your FICO score, and you can also get your Equifax credit report for free. It won't include your FICO score. If you want to see what your FICO score is, now usually in Canada, only lenders have access to your FICO score. The rest of us, we have to go with what Equifax and TransUnion, whatever score that they're putting up. But majority of lenders, they all use the FICO algorithm or the FICO scoring algorithm. So those are the three players that you need to know about. So there is the lender. So the lender could be RBC, it could be Scotiabank, it could be a TD, whoever it is, right? You go through them and you want to apply for a credit card, you want to apply for a personal loan, you want to apply for a business credit. So what they do is they will pull your information from one of these two credit bureaus, whether it's TransUnion or Equifax, right? So they usually use one of these two credit bureaus for them to pull the information. Now, so based on what's on your credit profile, that's the information that they're going to use to make the lending decision, whether they're going to lend you or whether they're going to extend you credit, right? So that's why it's very important to understand what's on your credit report. So before applying for credit, for personal loan, for banking loans, or any sort of financial product, lending product, you always want to check your credit report, right? Pull your credit report from Equifax or TransUnion to see what's in there, right? Because that's how lenders are able to make decision whether you're approved or not. Now, remember earlier I was talking about the different types of ways you can where you can apply for lending, right? You can do it automatically through the lender's website. So you go there, you enter, you do the application on the website, and then within a few seconds, usually 60 seconds, they'll tell you whether you're approved or you're denied. So now that's what you call automatic underwriting. Now, how are they able to do that? They're basically able to let you know whether you're approved or not, because they're able to pull from either TransUnion or Equifax the information that's actually in there. So that's why you must, it's very important that you must know what's on your credit report, right? Before you apply for any type of credit, pull your credit report first, your credit profile, to see what's in there, because that's how lenders are able to make decision, right? So once they figure out what kind of information is in, now what kind of information is on your credit report, as I mentioned, there's all different types of information: your payment history, any collection accounts, any, if if you've been sued, if you went to court, if there's any how many times you've been late on a payment on a loan. So there's all these different types of information that's on your credit report and your credit profile, and that's where lenders actually go to get these information. So that's why my credit channel, this channel, is basically designed to give you the inside information, give you the information that you need to know before you apply for a loan, before you apply for business funding, before you apply for any type of credit at all, right? So that way you are, you're ahead of the game, right? So you kind of increase your chances of being approved, right? Because approval is not a luck thing, is not a, it's an algorithm thing, right? It's, you have to know what the lender is looking for, what criteria they're looking for in terms of credit, right? Because there's a certain credit score that they're looking for. There's a certain type of inquiry, right? So they don't want you to have too many inquiry. They don't want you to be applying for credit too many times in the past 2 months. So these are what you call automatic underwriting guidelines that you need to be aware of, because there's no secret, there's no, it's not luck, it's based on how do you understand how credit works, right? And credit is based upon, you have to understand these players, right? The players are TransUnion. You got to know who TransUnion is, you got to know who Equifax is, and you got to know what your what FICO is, right? Because a FICO is the scoring system that all lenders use in terms of to determine what kind of interest rate or what kind of credit limit you will get on your credit card, right? It's all based on the your FICO score. So whether you get difference between somebody that gets a $5,000 credit card and somebody that gets a $20,000 credit card, really it's all based on their FICO score, their credit history, and the type of accounts that they have, the length of credit, and so on. So there's a lot of data that is pulled from these two bureaus, so TransUnion and Equifax. So that's why subscribe to this channel, My Credit Funding, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like our Facebook page, so that way you can consume all these content. As I mentioned, right now on the YouTube page, there's a lot of content there, from business funding to how to improve your credit, how lenders make decisions. So there's really a lot of information that you can extract to keep you ahead of the game, because you want to be ahead of the game. You just don't want to be going on and applying for credit cards and getting denied, and then you end up getting all these inquiries on your profile, and it's just not, it's not good, right? It messes up. That's how you end up having bad credit, because you don't understand how credit works, or you don't understand how the process of how lending is made. So that's why this channel is about giving you that information in terms of how lenders are able to make decisions, to extend credit, to either denied or approval. What is under automatic underwriting, what is manual underwriting, right? So manual underwriting is when you either go to the bank to go see a bank manager, or you call customer service to apply for a loan over the phone. What customer service will do, then they will take all your information, and then they will send that information to the credit department, and then the credit department will do a manual underwriting, which means they will somebody in the credit department will look at your credit profile. So they will go on your either TransUnion or Equifax to see what kind of information is there, and then from there they will be able to make the decision whether to extend your credit. So that's what you call manual underwriting. Somebody's actually looking at your credit profile, whether it's the bank manager or whether it's somebody in the credit department. Manual underwriting or manual review. Automatic review or automatic underwriting or automatic process is when it's all done automatically. So most of the time is when you go to the lender's website. So if you go to RBC, if you go to TD, and you go to do an application there for either a credit card, for a business card, or for a loan, right? That process is automatic, because the lender has already put in certain guidelines within their algorithm to kind of decide whether they will approve you or deny you within 60 seconds, like that, right? So that's why you want to know what are these guidelines when it comes to automatic underwriting that the lender is using to decide whether I get a loan or not, to decide whether I get approved or not. So you must be able to know these, and that's what we're here to do. That's what My Credit channel is all about, teaching you so you can discover what are these automatic underwriting. So that way, when you're going online to apply for credit, to apply for a loan, you already know that you're going to get it because you know what the automatic underwriting for these lender is, right? So you always want to be ahead of the game. You always want to be ahead of the curve, so that way you can maximize your chances of being approved for credit automatically, right? Because if you apply for credit, if you go on the lender's website, right, you don't pass the automatic underwriting criteria, what's going to happen is that they're going to send that application to the credit department. So the credit department now is going to review your credit manually, and when you have somebody reviewing your credit manually, they start finding all these, and that's how you kind of mess up your chances. So understand automatic and underwriting and manual underwriting. And so that's what My Credit channel is all about. My Credit Funding. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then consume all the content that's in there. Keep yourself ahead of the game so that you can know how to maximize your chances of getting high limit credit card, high limit loans, high limit business account, and so on. And then I will also be giving out some information on how to get business funding from multiple lenders, from multiple banks, using your corporation, or there's an advantage of being incorporated. When you're incorporated, there's a process on how you can get multiple lending product from different lenders, from different banks. So I want to be going into that's why you want to subscribe to this channel, so you can get that information. So if you're a business owner, if you're in business, if you're incorporated, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to show you how to get multiple lending credit facilities. So whether it's a line of credit, whether it's a credit card, or whether it's an overdraft, from different lenders, right, from different banks, right? So by using your corporation, so your corporation is able to get different types of funding from multiple banks. So whether it's TD, whether it's Desjardins, whether it's RBC, so that's the power of corporation. I'm going to be showing you what the process is. So subscribe to this channel, YouTube, My Credit Funding, Facebook, follow us, Instagram, so you can get this information, get this knowledge, so you can be ahead of the game, because there's a lot of credit that's available right now, and you want to be able to tap into this credit so you can leverage it, so you can grow your business, so you can grow your your project. Credit is available, but you must know the process. You have to have the knowledge on how to tap into these credit, how to use it, and what process banks are using to make decisions. So until then, I'll continue to give you some more information, and go subscribe to our channel so you can also be ahead of the game and get this information.